Beverage Loverz? 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 Beverage Loverz. What's up, guys? Beverage Loverz, episode something. Today we are, alright, so I was watching a YouTube video and they were talking about Red Bull versus Monster from a branding standpoint. And I was like, you know what? I have a YouTube channel. You know what else? I've actually never had a Monster energy drink. And I've only had like 2 sips of a Red Bull, and I don't remember what they taste like really. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's review Monster, and then let's review Red Bull, and then let's review 5 Hour Energy. So without further ado, let's start with Red Bull. The for all intensive purposes, the originator of the energy drink craze. They were around in the 90s and they were popular in Europe before America. And that is actually what spurred Monster, is they looked at Red Bull in Europe and they said, hey, you know what? I bet we can do that in America. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just see how this Red Bull tastes. This is the original flavor. Not totally sure what it's supposed to taste. Oh my god, it's steaming. That is a bad sign. That's really weird. I don't think you can see that, but that really just steamed right there. Oh, that is not really that good. Oh, you know what? Maybe, maybe a hot take. Uptime and the brain juice taste better than this Red Bull. Just gonna throw that out there. This, it's like there is like the fruity flavor that you taste in Uptime, but it's got a very like I don't even know. It's not even like a chemically flavor. It's just like it's almost like you're eating metal or something. Kind of hard to explain, but it's not really that fruity. It's not really that chemically tasting. It doesn't even really feel like super caffeinated, but obviously I only took a few sips. Yeah, that is a suboptimal drink. I'll just say that. So I guess right then and there on Beverage Loverz, we have just debunked the myth that Europeans are more cultured than Americans right there. So yeah, I'll probably give Red Bull a, man, let me take another sip. Oh yeah. Initially you get some fruit in it and you're like, oh, that's not bad. And then you just get like metal and iron. I don't even know what that is. So it's almost like 2 tastes that hit you like bam, bam. So it's tough to evaluate. So I feel like the only just score I can give this is a 5 out of 10. Yeah. Let's move on to the Monster. All right, so actually, wait, give me back the Red Bull. Let me do this for the cameras. You can see one thing that separates Monster and Red Bull. Red Bull does offer bigger cans than this, but the standard Red Bull can and the standard Monster can, just completely different sizes. Not only is the Monster taller, but I don't know how well you can see here, it's just much thicker. It is a 3-dimensional can right here, and the Red Bull is very slim. So yeah, I've never had a Monster before, like I said. And yeah, I guess I should delve into the history a little bit. The actual company behind Monster has been around since the 30s, and they didn't start in energy drinks. They actually started in California with like a weird like hipster fruit drink, I believe. and then the company got bought, and then they kind of tried to copy a bunch of trends, never really getting much success until they decided to copy the energy drink trend with Red Bull and try to dominate the American market. And they still didn't really do that until they changed their branding to get the classic Monster logo, where even me, who has never had a Monster before, doesn't really dabble with the energy drinks, even I know this Monster logo, and even I'm like, oh, it's a pretty cool logo. Might be the best in the business. So yeah, this didn't steam when I opened it, so that's a good sign. Ooh, all right. Definitely a lot better than the Red Bull. That is for sure. I'll say this though, I have no idea what flavor this is supposed to be. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, I don't know. This is the original, the green one. I don't know what fruit this is modeled after. Taste wise, it's got a little bit of that Red Bull thing going on where but it's not half and half this time. It's more like 80-20, where 80% you get some weird fruit thing. And the fruit part actually does not taste as good as the Red Bull fruit part. But then that 20% of weird flavor does not taste nearly as bad as the Red Bull. And it's very different. It doesn't really taste like I'm eating iron. But yeah, the taste, the aftertaste for this is kind of this to me. I mean, I've never had straight caffeine, but I feel like it's just pure caffeine is what I'm tasting. It's definitely a lot better than the Red Bull though. Honestly, not as good as the Uptime. I'm not gonna lie. It is, I'm sure it gives you more energy than Uptime, but it's really not that great. I'll give Monster a 7.25 out of 10. So yeah, now last but not least, we have the 5 Hour Energy, possibly the scariest of all. Not gonna delve into the history because I don't know, I feel like they don't really deserve that effort. This is one of those, I was talking to one of my crew members earlier. We both agree that ever since we heard about 5 Hour Energy, the concept has been a little scary to us. It's an incredibly small bottle. I can do this with it really easily without stressing my fingers at all. And this is supposed to keep you energized for 5 hours. I feel a little uncomfortable drinking it. The cap just came off. It's almost reminds me of a medicine thing. Don't know what flavor it is. I'm kind of scared for it. Can't really smell it, to be honest. I don't have a great sense of smell though. Anyway, let's just drink it. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that is subpar right there. All right. First of all, it's warm, and I've never seen a cold 5 Hour Energy drink, to be honest. I've always seen them at the counter, so they're supposed to come warm, and probably not a good idea. There's nothing redeemable really about this flavor. There's no double hit, there's no 1-2 combo. It is just a roundhouse kick to the face. You can literally, when you put your lips to the drink, you can feel the sugar molecules on your lips. And then as the flavor evolves, it's just, this makes me feel uncomfortable drinking it. I'm just gonna say this. I'm no doctor, but the Beverage Lover strongly advises against drinking 5-hour energies. That is disgusting. But I'm gonna say the 5-hour energy original flavor. I don't even want to drink it again to taste it and narrow down the rating, to be honest. I'm gonna say 4.5 out of 10. Not good. Don't drink it. It tastes damaging. Yeah, so that's your monthly medical advice from the Beverage Lover. So yeah, not a fan of energy drinks, though I've reviewed 5 now. The best one I would say so far is the Uptime, definitely. That was the only one where I was like, oh, you know what, tastes pretty good. Actually, the blue brain stuff tasted good too. Tasted very similar to Uptime. So yeah, see you in the next episode later. What's up, guys? Actually, I had a change of heart about the 5-hour energy. It sucks. It tastes gross. Don't know what it is because I don't really want to taste it again. But it was brought to my attention that with the brain juice, I factored in the fear that comes along with drinking it. So I decided to factor this in with 5-hour energy. Don't really know what it is fully. We dumped it out already. Definitely a 3 or below though. So let's go with a 3.0. That means we got to destroy this. And in the vein of Jumanji, we've decided to throw this into the river and keep it safe from future generations. Now I know there are going to be those of you out there who try to get on me and say, oh, you're littering, the animals are going to eat it and choke. Well, to that, I have to say, I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck. Let's go. Psych, bitch!